Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Fandom Empire, and we're here with our first ever Hollywood movie night. And tonight we watch 1981, or Halloween 2 from 1981. I'm your host, Shawn. Thanks for taking the next 2 hours of your night to sit down and watch and talk Halloween 2, specifically. Not Rob Zombie's dog shit fucking movie, but rather the, I'm not sure I'd call it a masterpiece, but one hell of a sequel to the original from 1981. Joining me on this episode, it's an interesting cast of characters tonight. First up, from just outside of Baltimore, Maryland, it's Tommy B. What's happening, man?
Hey, doing pretty good today. Been taking it easy. Just been looking forward to this. This is my second time seeing it recently, so I'm hyped. How about you?
Second time seeing it ever, right?
No. I've seen H2 a good number of times in the past. Not nearly as many as the OG, though.
You're always confusing me with how many times you've seen Halloween movies and haven't seen Halloween movies. I feel like
H1, H2 are the only two films that I had seen in the past from start to finish multiple times. A few of the others I'd probably seen bits and pieces of.
Well, I mean, you've definitely seen it more than what we originally thought, I think. I think that's fair to say as you've gone through this watch through. The movies have sort of hit a memory chord with you. Also joining us this evening, she's the wife. She's over there. She doesn't have Johnny to yell at this time. It's Jade. How's it going?
It's going okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You excited to watch Halloween 2 tonight?
Yes, very.
And do you remember the last time we watched it?
It was New Year's a couple of years ago.
Yeah, she only knows that because I said that earlier tonight. Just saying. And also joining us tonight, he is the writer and director of Halloween Revelation and Halloween Tribulation, fan films that came out, if I had to guess, somewhere around the range of anywhere from 12. One was, 12 years ago, and the other one about 10?
2007, 2010, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so 13 and 10. He also happens to be my cousin. It's Ray. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going great. Pleasure to be here. I want to shout out to Mary Janie. I love you and miss you, and I'll see you soon. And to Zombie and Airy. You know who you are.
Nice.
Oh, and now that I'm here, the viewers and the ratings for the show will increase tenfold. So, and I'm glad you saved the best for last. Thank you. No, I'm really not that arrogant. I'm very glad to be here.
Toronto Freddy and Frank Riker, our chat mods, are here this evening for this fun little watch along. Toronto Freddy, I assure you, Jade's mic is not low. She just needs to speak louder into it. But yeah. So we're gonna do something a little different tonight, guys. This is how this is gonna work. We're gonna take a halftime during this movie.
I smoke.
so Alvaro's saying the Batman 2021 trailer leaked. I heard the Justice League Snyder Cut leaked, dude. We're here to talk Halloween tonight, but I wasn't aware the Matt Reeves Batman trailer leaked. That movie looks spectacular, the way Batman should look, in my opinion. But yeah, no, big shout out to our chat mods and our regulars that are here tonight. And just gonna go on about how this is gonna work tonight. So first up, Mark wants to know where Dave McRae is. He should be here. Dave's not here tonight. We've had Dave on before, but he's not here tonight. Although look out in October, we're going to be doing something with a bunch of Halloween YouTubers. So the way this works tonight is this. At around the 1 hour mark, we'll make sure we're not in the middle of like some dramatic chase scene. We're going to break. We're going to have everybody pause their movie. And when we pause the movie, we are going to take, 5 minutes?
Yeah, it takes me about 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, so we're going to take about a 5 minute break. Everybody will pause however they're watching this, whether it's Blu-ray, 4K, DVD, streaming, VHS, however you gotta watch it. We'll break at halftime for 5 or 10 minutes. But before we jump into watching this movie, we'll make sure we pause it so we know where we're starting here. If I can get it to work here. Nope, we're still on advertisements. So we'll let you know where we're starting. And but before we do, we're going to talk a little Halloween for 10 or 15 minutes. So the way this is going to work is if you want to chime in at any time, feel free to send in a super chat, and we'll interrupt whether it's the stream or our pre-show chat or our after movie chat with your super chats. If you don't want a super chat tonight, we're going to get to as many of the questions as we can. Keep in mind that all money that comes into the channel goes back into the channel. And as I tried to press the pause button, it did not work. There we go.
But you won't offend us with cash.
So the way this works, guys, as I said, if you want to interrupt at any time, send in a super chat. We'll read your super chat, whatever it is. Even if it's not Halloween related, we'll read it and we'll answer your questions. If not, just pump messages into the chat, and we'll get to them sporadically as we can. But before we get started here, we're going to talk Halloween for about 15 minutes. We might even talk a little bit about the process of making a Halloween fan film. The guy to the left of me has at least done it successfully twice, where I have failed miserably 3 times and still have produced nothing. There's some short clips. But to let everybody know, just so you can get your movie queued up, we're going to start at 18 minutes. Now, we all might have 18 seconds. Sorry, not 18 minutes. Now, we all might have different versions of this movie. I told you guys about the version I picked up at a used store the other day. This is the version of Halloween 2 that I have. It says it's 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 32 seconds. So we're going to start at the 18-second mark. So if you want to move your Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, VHS, whatever, to 18 seconds, you'll be queued up. Pardon me. Without further ado, though, let's talk some Halloween. Ray, I'm going to go to you first, man. How long after seeing Halloween 1 did you see Halloween 2 for the first time?
Same night.
Same night. So you gave me the same experience you got then.
Yeah, it was on television, uncut, and scared me so bad that I thought Michael was in my hallway watching me, and it was great because it actually was on a Halloween night too. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Now, did you watch 4 that same night as well, or?
No, just 1, 2, and 3, which being introduced to Halloween was a really interesting experience when you got to part 3. But I guess I'll save that for another time.
We talked a lot about Halloween 3 last night. Really quickly, I just want to give the chat a shout out. Thursday night, we did a stream that had nothing to do with fandom, about a very important and sensitive issue about something that had happened to one of our viewers here and followers. And you guys came out and supported this person to a magnitude that really moved them. This person is going to come on the channel, like I've stated multiple times, and explain their story. But the overwhelming support that this community that we've built over time has shown, whether you're watching live, whether you're watching afterwards, we're aware most people watch after it rather than live. They loved the support they got. It moved them. It helped them during a really dark time. So big shout out to the community for doing that. Also, big shout out to Mr. Dead Meat again, who is joining us for this one. Honor to have you in the chat, man. All right. So, Jade, how many times have you seen Halloween 2?
I honestly have no idea.
Just the one? Was it just New Year's?
No, I've seen it before that. I was a big Halloween fan before we even got together. But I don't know. I've seen it a number of times. I just can't give you an exact number.
Now,
between 1 and 100.
It's not a shocking revelation to find out, I mean, at least for all of us that are about to watch the movie, that in this movie we find out that Laurie and Michael are in fact married. No, they're they're brother and sister, which some people like the fact that they're brother and sister, and a lot of people don't like it. John Carpenter himself has basically said he was drunk when writing it. And Ray, what's your take on the brother sister thing? I know you're a big Halloween 2 fan, but do you rather them related or not related?
I used to defend the relative storyline to the death, but I don't know. It kind of destroyed a little bit of the mystique of why Michael was after this girl in the first place. Like the fact in the first one where they weren't related. He just picks this girl out of anybody that he could have picked and goes after her. Now there's almost like motive behind it, which takes a lot of the mystique from Michael away, I thought. So I don't defend it that much anymore, to be honest.
Well,
What did you do?
nothing.
When it started the film.
When it froze, when it went to like sleep mode, it set it back. I'm going to move us back to 18. Shouldn't be that hard. All right, we're at 18 seconds. I just want to make sure to play again. All right. Sorry, we're having some technical issues over here with our Blu-ray. We want it to sit at 18 seconds. Oh, God. Now, I want to let everybody know the Blu-ray copy we have is old and it's used, and there is a realistic chance that this Blu-ray might freeze at some point in time. If it does, we will do our best to queue it back up and continue. Where are we here? Matthew Whitfield. Hey, Matty, how's it going, man? Sends in a $10 super chat saying, just showing love to the channel. Appreciated, Matt. Greatly appreciated. On one hand, I like the relative storyline, and on another hand, the way 2018 did it of Michael being more random feels a little more like the boogeyman to me than
spot on.
Than someone who is out to kill all their family members for, whatever the reason may be, whether it's the Cult of Thorn or just he's out to do it because of the family. I think it's one of the reasons I prefer Halloween 2018 to Halloween 2. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I think they're both, when you look at some of the Halloween movies, they're not all good. And Halloween 18 and Halloween 2, I think, are both in the upper echelon of Halloween movies. Tommy B, what way are you going? I think you had Halloween 2 listed just above Halloween 2018, or maybe you had it 2018 just above Halloween 2. But which storyline do you prefer, the relatives or the randomness? You're muted, buddy.
Whoops.
Whoopsie doodle.
I double muted myself. Yeah, I had 2 as my number 3, and 2018 is my number 2 in my ranking. Honestly, I could go either way. I dig the whole sibling sort of struggle that comes with just having it. At the same time, I do get in defense of just let it be random. But I don't know. When I was watching 2018 and when I brought into it everything else that I've seen, it's kind of like you almost miss it, you almost miss that whole relation thing. So
you're one that misses the relationship. Is that what you're saying? You miss the fact that they're not related anymore?
It does fine without it, but I gotta figure that it might be an upgrade if it was there. I will say that when we get to Jamie, that one scene where she's like, "Uncle," I thought that was a little bit much, a little bit over the top.
That's 5, right? 5 where she does the uncle?
5,
yeah.
I thought that was a little over the top.
Yeah, I think 5 is a little over the top at times, but and I've never bought that the mask in 5 is the same mask that they wear in 4. I get it. The water gets the mask wet, but I don't know. So I have to read this. Frank Riker. I'm going to get to your super chat in a second, Intel. Frank Riker, where is it? I seen it. My wife says the same thing about me, old and used. Oh, Frank, I'm sure she loves you, dude. We love you.
Thing about Shawn.
Ooh, ouch.
Mary Jane will get there one day about me, I'm sure.
Intel Wild sends in a super chat. The grass pattern when he gets shot off the balcony was unneeded, and the ramp where he just walks off, I always notice. Did I read that right? The grass pattern where he gets shot off the balcony was unneeded, and the ramp where he just walks off, I always noticed. They reshot that and got 2 things wrong right off the bat, LOL. I'm going to have to recue this again.
Not to mention the 7 shots instead of 6. I actually did a online interview with Dick Warlock years ago when I had a Halloween fan site, and they tried to do that stunt without the ramp there, but they figured that he would just, the back of his legs would hit the railing and he would tip over and wouldn't be able to control his fall. So hence the ramp. But yeah, I think they could have done a better job maybe at concealing it a little bit, but it is what it is.
I mean, someone had pointed out during last night's stream that in Halloween 2018, Allison has a knife in her hand right before she stabs Michael. And then there's a cut, and it shows her reach for a knife to stab Michael. And I'd never noticed that before, but...
that is in there, yeah.
It is. So really quickly here, I promise you we're going to get to the movie. Again, at any time, if you want to send in super chats, we'll interrupt the movie and read them, and we'll get to the normal chat once in a while. Big thanks to Toronto Freddy and Frank Riker, our chat mods, for doing what they do each and every time we come on here. No problems, Zeno. I got it right. It's Zeno, not Zeno. You can't mock me. Now we just need Wayne Gotke to get in here. I found a way to say his name even though he's not even in here. So, Ray, you have considerable fan filmmaking experience. These are sort of older fan films that... was YouTube even around when the first one came out?
It was, but it was not like it is today. It was a lot simpler, if I can put it in plain terms.
Now, I got to be in the second one, and it was a lot of fun shooting, but I do know you wearing the writer, director, producer hat, basically the man of all hats, the man of all things, had to deal with everything. There's a lot of people that aspire to make fan films out there. I myself have not been able to successfully make one yet, not for the lack of effort, but you managed to make 2 that were very different processes on how they were made. If people wanted advice in terms of how to go about making a fan film, even today, what advice would you give them?
Number 1, have fun. I didn't have any money. I just did it basically with a very simple video camera. I mean, I think they turned out pretty good, but my advice would be get reliable people who are not going to screw you, because my second fan film changed cast 6 times, and a lot of the scenes had been shot, and I had to go back and redo them, and people would back out, and people would not show up, and then people would quit. And it got to the point where I didn't want to do them anymore, but I wanted to keep going for the people that did. But just get reliable people and have fun, and try not to make it too complicated for yourself, because if people start quitting, you're just going to get frustrated.
Definitely great insight, because I would basically say the exact same thing about running a podcast or YouTube network.
Can I add one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
A lot of people would complain that they were not getting paid, and especially if people you don't know are in your fan film, and then they would come and they would act like they're doing you a service, which they were, but they would complain a lot that they're not getting paid and they want to go home. And then when the filming was done, they would be like, "Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. Can you write me more?" So, just get reliable people. That would be it. And yeah, have fun.
We've definitely experienced the same things here, whether before it was Fandom Empire, it was Fandom Cantina, and before that we were at the Channel 1138 network. If you don't have reliable people, it's going to fall on its face, and you're going to be pissed, and it's going to suck the fun out of it, and it's going to not just feel like work, it's going to feel like something you don't want to do, period. Same advice from me in terms of running a YouTube channel and or podcast, or run something small enough that you can do it yourself, would be my advice.
Yeah,
$1
same.
million question here, and we're going to get to our movie. Would you ever consider doing another fan film where you're the man of all the hats? even if it's not Halloween?
Actually, I think I would if I have a couple of ideas for some, but if I had 100% people I could rely on and trust, maybe a little bit better equipment than I did before, gladly.
Is it the? I'm just gonna say, is it you re-smoked and you're high and need to send help? Is that what you're saying, Jade? Oh, Jade hit the vape before coming on air.
That was rather random.
Yeah.
It was
Don't mind
supposed to
Jade.
be secret.
We got some super chats to get to here, and then we'll get to the movie. So first up, Intel Wild sends in another super chat, $5 super chat. Hot tub scene. Can we fast forward? Geez, what's on your mind? Intel Wild in with another super chat. Tommy B looking like a Cold Stone pimp. Just need to get you a little purple hat, man. You'll be set. Little stick.
I'd do it.
We'll call you the Tom Father.
Yeah, I'd do it.
And Matt Whitfield in with another super chat. Was Frank Bud's double in the hot tub scene? Is that the actor or the character name?
Bud is the character. Leo Rossi.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Matt is saying
Leo Rossi, wasn't it? Leo Rossi played Bud.
I get what what Matt's saying. Matt is saying, was Frank, a.k.a. Frank Riker, chat mod here for us, was he Bud's double in the hot tub scene?
You had me lost. I have no idea what.
I'm going to assume Frank Riker was a tyke in 1981, if alive at all. So he probably dreams it was. Frank replies, from the waist down, Matt. Toronto Freddy, is your cousin from Schwa as well? Do you want to answer that? Are you okay with answer? That's completely up to you.
Do I have to answer it?
You don't have to answer that.
Well,
although Toronto Freddy is actually the guy I met who had the Halloween 2018 mask in line at TIFF.
Oh, really? Well, if me not wanting to answer that should actually answer your question. But yeah, yes, I am.
Dead Meat says hot tub boobs.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Mr. Dead Meat. All right. Without further ado, everyone move your Halloween 2 VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, however you're doing it, to the, hang on here, I'm trying to get it to pop up, the 18-second mark, and we will start. If we run into problems, we might have to compromise here and do something else.
I'll quote the movie for everybody.
Because I can't seem to find another Halloween 2 on my laptop. I've been trying this entire time. I'll continue to try. So I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds. Bring it to 18 seconds. Doesn't matter what version of Halloween 2 you're watching. Being that this is an hour and 32 minutes, I'm assuming it's just the theatrical version. I don't think it's the TV version with the extended scenes.
No.
We're looking at Haddonfield, Illinois, correct?
Not
20 seconds.
Not at 18 seconds for me. I believe that comes up at 20 seconds. But as long as we're all in around the 2 or 3
well,
seconds.
I'm sitting at Haddonfield, Illinois, so that's where I'm starting at 18 seconds.
All righty, sir. What frame is it at? I got a black screen, man. That's what I got. A black
I'm
screen.
looking at Haddonfield, Illinois, 18 seconds. I'm using the double feature DVD that came with H3.
Poppy says, I want to make a Halloween fan film set during a snowstorm. I told Ray for years I wanted to see him do a Halloween fan film that would see Michael Myers in the snow. I loved the idea of there being a snowstorm in Haddonfield on Halloween, and we get a Halloween-based snowstorm. I would love it. Without further ado, though, we'll continue the chat going.
That is a good idea.
You can feel free to send in super chats or normal chat questions. We'll watch it and comment on things as we go. But here we go. Halloween 2, Rob Zombies. No, I'm kidding. Halloween 2 from 1981. I'm going to count down from 3. When I say go,
Get to it.
click go. Everybody can see your reaction over there, right? Just like everybody can see what you're doing, just so we're clear. Without further ado, Halloween 2 from 1981. 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait, do we go on Go or do we go after Go?
We're already going.
This song is so out of place. It's perfect. It's so out of place. It makes it in place. Like,
I love it. I was disappointed of all the callbacks they did in Halloween 1. That we never got Mr. Sandman. Does Mr. Sandman play in the original Halloween? It does not, right?
no.
So maybe we'll get it in Halloween Kills.
Maybe.
You can get up and try to turn it up a bit. If you look at the side of the TV, we probably have a bit of range.
Oh, are you talking to me?
I was talking to her.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Sandman. Poppy's saying it's on YouTube. I wish I knew that. I would have just went to YouTube for it.
Might only be on YouTube on the U.S. side of things.
Yeah, it's not available to rent on YouTube. Not in Canada, anyway. Man, myth, legend, Donald Pleasance.
Yeah. Wonderful actor.
Why would you ever turn your back to him knowing that he's in there?
The score is chilling.
Like, why does he walk just so slow? All he had to do was lunge. She's just so creepy.
Oh, here comes the guy that claims he is the true Michael Myers.
Tony Moran.
Yeah, he's a real piece of work. Literally takes credit for Nick Castle scenes.
So Deborah Hill could have done the same thing because she played Michael for a scene. All right.
2, wasn't it? The hands early on and then across the street.
Yeah. And I don't know if anybody counted, but that was 7 shots.
He shot him 7 times, not 6. Toronto Freddy says, best score. Yeah, Halloween 2 and Halloween 2018 are my 2 favorite Halloween scores.
Alan Howarth did a great job, and I would actually love to see him come back to Halloween somehow with John.
What's the last one he did?
6.
6 was the last one?
Yeah.
Triple stacks. What do I click on with the iPad? What are you talking about, triple stacks? I'll try to help you out, buddy, but I'm not sure what you're referring to. If you mean I'm on an iPad, just try to express yourself a little better, man. I know you're a supporter of the channel here. If you're meaning how you see it, you have to have the movie. We're not playing the movie for you. You have to have the movie playing on some other medium in your home and watching along with us. We legally can't play the movie on here unless it's already on YouTube. Halloween 4 we could play on here, but we wouldn't be able to monetize the video. Oh, listen to that. Oh, my God. The theme.
Best lines ever. You don't know what death is. That's just awesome.
Goosebumps.
And the last time you get a jack-o'-lantern in the credits until 2018, I remember hoping, can we just have a jack-o'-lantern in the opening credits just one more time? And when I saw it 2018 in the theater and the jack-o'-lantern came on, I died a little inside in a good way. It's like, finally, thank you.
The TIFF screening for 2018, when the jack-o'-lantern entrance came up where it's deflated, I know Toronto Freddy can attest to this. The place went bonkers. Like I've heard reactions like that to like a Star Wars opening premiere or whatever, but never Halloween. And I was blown away by the audience reaction. It was amazing. Flinner says, where are we here? Do you know why they reshot the opening? Just to put a different spin on it or to extend it?
Yeah, and they wanted to actually show Michael fall this time, which I don't think it was necessary, but yeah, it was to show the fall. And if you actually watch it carefully, Halloween 1, Michael falls off the back of the house, and this one he falls off the front.
Oh,
so
right, that would have been the front.
Yeah.
Right, so that's another mix-up. Tommy B, man, what entrance do you prefer? The intro, the first one or the second one? I really dig this. This has some sort of like pump up anticipation feeling that you just can't wait for the film to start.
It's hard to put a finger on.
I could say that, yeah. I might like the OG Pumpkin better though.
I do like the OG Pumpkin better.
You know, with
until
the
right
little
here, this is
connection
awesome.
Looks like a knife and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty hypnotic when this pumpkin splits apart. Music-wise, I prefer the first one, but this, I mean, it's really rare that a sequel can top anything or even match the original, but Halloween 2 does a very, very good job at least keeping up with its predecessor. You're not going to outdo it, but...
Jade, what do you think of the intro? Do you dig the music or do you prefer the original music?
The music's fine. I just hate credits at the beginning of the movies. I cannot stand movies like that.
Well, do you know most movies have to put credits at the beginning of them? When George Lucas didn't do it for Star Wars, they let him off with it. He did the same thing in Empire Strikes Back, and they literally fined him millions for not putting credits at the beginning of the movie.
Did they really?
Yeah, true
I did
story.
not
Yeah.
know that.
It's why he left the Directors Guild and so many other things. POV shot, classic Myers POV shot. You laughing because I said P? She's gone.
Dougie.
This is the definition of drugs are bad, kids.
What, Loomis screaming or Jade?
I love the Loomis looking down here. How's it going, Chris? Happy to have you on board. Big
Hi.
shout out to Jess in the chat.
Hello.
I shot him 6 times.
Can you think, just imagine though, if you actually did and someone just got up and walked away.
Frank Riker, what a dump neighborhood. Oh, Frank, you're classic, man. Michael's got a thing for killing old ladies in kitchens.
Yeah, but he doesn't kill any of these two, though. Oh, shit, I probably shouldn't have said that, If for anybody who hasn't seen the movie.
Right, she doesn't die. She just loses the knife.
I don't know. I feel like anyone hanging out with us this evening's probably seen the movie dozens and dozens of times. So
You spoiled it! You spoiled a movie that came out in 1981! Curse you!
This was actually my first introduction to Night of the Living Dead. Halloween credited me with, I want to go out and check out all of these other movies now. So, I did remember going out to rent Night of the Living Dead after I saw this. Oh.
Great shot. Fantastic shot.
Why? Why did he not?
What would have been great there is if he would have took the sandwich with him too.
yeah, but then people would rip it apart for being, inserted forced comedy or something.
Or left the knife and then just took the sandwich.
Took the butter knife, left the big one.
Oh my god.
I do love that part. I do love that. Yeah.
Zeno, poor old lady lost her knife. Oh man. I love how dark these scenes are. How it has like a dark and gritty feeling to it. Like just that's classic.
It's almost like he blends into
The shape.
Not enough blue light.
It is lacking a little bit, yeah.
I caught this comment in the chat from, if I can read this right, Jess Mess MD. Look at that Pepto-Bismol Misball robe. I think that's a pretty darn good, good summary of that color, for real.
Jess is one of our Patreon supporters. Appreciate everything he does. Dude, I know you've been going through a hard time lately, and I just want to say that we're here, we support you, and thanks for supporting the show, man. Look at that wallpaper. Reminds me of the Boxall's house. Did you ever go in the Boxall's house at 14 and a half? There's always wallpaper all over. They had Kermit the Frog wallpaper everywhere.
Oh.
I was shopping with some families, or with some family for homes in the past year, I think. We went into a home that was from the 70s, 80s. It had that kind of wallpaper. Real, not easy on the eyes. That's a good way to sum it up.
My grandparents still have that little wallpaper like in their living room, but they have cabinets all over, so you can't even tell.
Oh, will make me want to throw up in my mouth.
Yeah. Wallpaper. Yeah.
I could be wrong, but the girl she's talking to on the phone is actually Nancy Loomis, who played Annie from Halloween 1.
Is it? That'd be awesome.
I think it is, yeah. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but
Does anybody know if that was Nancy Loomis who played Annie in Halloween 1 on the phone? Oh, God.
Oh.
So does he just kill young people? Because, like, he could have done that to the older people.
Yeah, that's why I don't get, like, Michael Myers is such a puzzle. Like, why did he not...
There's like a Jack in the Box.
Haddonfield does have a large police force for such a small town.
Stay tuned to after the movie, guys. Maybe even during the intermission. Like I said, we're going to do an intermission around the 1 hour mark. Stay tuned to after the movie or during the intermission. We're going to ask Ray for his take, non-spoiler, on the Halloween Kills script. Ray himself has read it, and we'll pick his brain on what he thought of it. Dead meat.
And I will reveal it for cash.
All I got is like this picture of, the cash man, the cash for gold guy wearing wearing a Michael mask in his underwear. Oh yeah,
Oliver Jewelry.
Yes, that's the one.
Lance Guest, who went from Halloween 2 to Jaws Part 4. Yikes.
Robert Anderpaul's in the house. How's it going, dude? Hope all's well, man.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy ho, neighbor Rudy.
I love how, this isn't a spoiler. There's images all over the internet. Even though Halloween 2 is no longer canon, at least for the current timeline, they still use the exact same logo from Halloween 2 for Haddonfield Memorial Hospital.
It's a good thing that you have Halloween fans making these new movies, because even Mrs. Elrod, they threw a tribute to her in 2018 with they even had the mayonnaise and the mustard sitting on the counter in the last one as a tribute to her. I mean,
is that a razor blade?
It is.
It sure is.
That kid there reminds me of Jamie's little friend there in Halloween 5.
Oh,
what was his name again?
The pirate kid.
The pirate kid, exactly. Basically the same costume.
Yeah.
I think Michael hits him with the car or comes close to hitting him with the car in 5.
Billy,
that's it, Billy. Billy the Kid.
The child with the speech impediment.
Yes, that's the one.
I'm loving their matching hairdos.
Tommy B, would you ever wear your hair like this, man? Could you picture yourself with a 70s, early 80s haircut?
I don't know. I'm going for trying to grow my hair down more. It seems like all them 70s, 80s folks, they could grow their hair down a lot easier. Me, not really. I can just barely tie mine back a little bit.
Tommy, that's all a perm. You gotta get a perm.
Darth Baca. Hey, Shawn, did you watch DC Fandom today? I did not. I know bits and pieces of what happened. We are watching Halloween 2 tonight, though, dude. If you do want to talk about a topic that isn't Halloween, you will have to send in a super chat. Otherwise, we got to stay on topic, guys.
Give me some more coffee.
Chalice?
Oh, isn't that cute? She has a little,
You lost a lot of blood.
Oh, my God. Frank Riker says, I had worse things in my mouth. Come on, kid.
Oh, wow.
Same.
Oh, my God.
Maybe back then you would never notice, but now you can. Like that wig on Jamie Lee Curtis is...
I want my hair like that.
I thought they did a relatively good job with the wig she uses in 2018, although technology has come a long way since then.
Yeah. Ugh.
Sticker with the pointy end.
He puts it in his own arm.
Wow.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. So at this point, Brackett has not found out about Annie.
No, he hasn't. You know, I never liked Brackett for some reason.
I get a ton of shit for liking Meeker better than Brackett, but I think Meeker was a better character.
Meeker listened to Loomis.
Yeah.
Brackett kind of didn't in the first one. Like, he kind of put him off as... And then he turns around and blames Loomis for... Like, I don't think it was Loomis's fault.
I've always thought it's BS that they try to blame the doctor. It's like...
Yeah, I agree.
Up off. I don't got the guy around a leash.
He was the only one that warned everybody about how dangerous Michael is, and nobody took precaution.
Frank Riker says, the hospital is all hot nurses. I'd get sick every day. Oh, my God, Frank. The question is, would you suck on a razor blade every day to go there, though?
Suck on something to get there every day.
Here we go.
I always thought...
Yeah.
I always thought Loomis said, "Get back, you pigs," Ron, but he said, "Get back, you kids."
Anybody notice Loomis is outrunning Brackett there?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, God! Oh no!
Oh, triple dead.
That's Tramer, is it not?
Yeah, that is.
That's Ben Tramer, right?
And it's also Michael Myers hitting Ben Tramer because the cop is Dick Warlock. Is it him or not?
No,
yeah,
Michael
I can
Myers walks when you hit him and he gets
I-
on fire.
Yeah, I can tell by his facial features it's him. You know, even though he's on fire.
Fake Michael is definitely a thing in Halloween movies. Wink, wink.
You fucker.
Shh.
And you leave Michael standing there.
I'm just saying, Loomis has got to be in spectacular shape to outrun Brackett.
Shawn will not be coming back after intermission because he will be dead.
You are live on air.
You better hope something doesn't happen to him.
Toronto Freddy. The night he came out of nowhere. Somebody asked what I was drinking. I missed who. I was sucking back a Monster, man. They're not healthy for you, but I'm tired as shit. And yeah, you got to stay awake during these things, I hear.
Hey, girl, watch you when you sleep.
Oh, no. That's unfortunate. Stop shaking the desk. She's not getting under the desk, just so we're clear.
Sandtail.
Oh, my.
Ooh.
Now, I was always under the impression that if you continued from the continuity of Halloween 2 to 4, that this was Jamie Lloyd's father.
Yeah, I could see this being Jamie's father.
Yeah.
Must have been a fucking deadbeat to leave her where he did.
The Halloween 4 novelization lists him as Jamie's father.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Definitely have never read the Halloween 4 novelization. I read Halloween 1. I've read 2018. And I got to read bits and pieces of Halloween 3. One thing a lot of people have been talking about on the channel lately, and this should strike a chord with you, is a lot of people have been bringing up Halloween Night Dance lately.
Loved it.
Yeah. I'd love to get my hand. You have all the physical copies of that.
Yeah.
I'd love to get my hands on the physical copies of Night Dance. I know people on here were talking, what if they did like a little mini Netflix series based on Night Dance? Obviously, you'd have to have some recasting done, and who would score it? And it from what I remember reading it from you, it was really, really good. I don't want to spoil it for anyone because it's absolutely worth getting. Maybe you can find it.
I'll sell mine for cash.
Now, he doesn't know yet, correct?
Know what?
That his daughter's dead.
Do you think he would be there
they told
like
them
that?
right before they got in the car.
Hasn't seen her yet. Now he's going to see her.
Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but I would not be that calm.
He's in shock.
Yeah.
I'd be like throwing myself on the ground. My baby, my baby.
There we go. You let him out. It's your fault, Tommy B.
I never got that.
Oh, boy. You guys just opened up a can of worm. Take it easy, Poppy. Have a good one, man. Flinner asks, what's Ray's thoughts on the dog shit zombie movies? So,
How long is this show?
feel free. Have at it.
Oh, gee.
Don't censor yourself.
No, wait. Sorry. While you're thinking of that, Freddy, it wouldn't be a Myers mask. It would be my T-Rex mask.
Where are we?
I'm lost.
Oh, Toronto Freddy says as long as it's Myers mask at Jade. I don't know where you guys were going with that or not. Forever Halloween Night Dance is a limited comic series. 6 issues? Is it 6?
I think there were only 4 because I
4?
got 4 of them. The first death of Laurie Strode was supposed to be 3 issues, but we only got 2. And they never came out with the third one.
They did this callback in Halloween 2018 as well.
Yeah, and that's actually Michael Myers' son, Lance Warlock.
Look at you, walking, talking Halloween encyclopedia. I can't let you off the hook, though. They want to know what you think of zombies' dog shit movies.
Rob Zombie's Halloween remake, in my opinion, was a disgrace. I will say I did like young Michael and Tyler Mane. Like, I thought they did a good job for what they had to do, but no. And 1 had its okay moments with me. 2 was just... I would have rather sewn my eyes shut than will ever watch that again. Sorry if anybody out there is offended, but...
Helps if I'm not muted. All film subjective. Tommy B, your thoughts on the first zombie movie here quickly.
I've said before, I'll say it again. I feel like the movie could have been a good movie if there were a few different conditions. Number one, it wasn't a Halloween movie. It was about Michael Myers and what have you. Number two, you got rid of that dog shit ending and you went for the alternate ending. And yeah, I think that's pretty much sums it up in those two. There are other things, but that's good enough.
Jade's thoughts on the zombie movies.
Absolute work of art.
You need to speak louder, babe.
Shawn, I'm going home now.
Oh, Jade, you
They're
can't even
the
say...
best movies I've ever seen.
You can't say that with a straight face.
So much so that we have a picture of Loomis in our washroom upstairs.
Legitimately.
That is true. I can
Okay.
vouch for that. Yeah.
We have a picture in our washroom upstairs. I kid you not. If you sit on our toilet, right? So there's a wall right beside you when you're sitting on the toilet. And on the wall is a picture of Malcolm McDowell's Dr. Loomis from Halloween 2. And it says in big bold letters, I said 2%. Oh, man, because that's where it belongs, in the shitter.
And isn't there another one that says I sell the sizzle,
Yes,
not the steak?
There's another one that says I sell the sizzle, not the steak.
I think that one's somewhere down here. And Poppy wasn't saying goodbye because he had to leave. It was saying goodbye because I threatened you.
Again, not a very wise thing to do on a stream that eventually more than 1,000 people will see. So,
Okay, but I mean, it's valid reasons. Shawn and Ray were talking about a spoiler. They're just like, oh, don't worry, you won't put it together. And then I put it together. They ruined it.
but the rest of the audience didn't put it together, so shut up.
I don't believe that you put it together at all, to be honest, because you didn't tell us what it was.
No, don't take the bait. Poppy says zombie movies are trash.
I agree. Thank you.
Speaking of trash, this guy to the left, he's a real piece of work. It's Bud, right?
Yeah.
It's Frank Stubble.
Funny, because in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, the guy at the hospital, the security guard's name is Buddy. Tommy has yet to see Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I told this.
Yeah, I'm in no hurry to see it because no one wants to stream it, oddly enough. You
God
basically
damn it,
have to
Garrett,
buy
pay
it to
attention.
see it.
So there are people in the world still thinking clearly.
And I don't want to buy it, so
No.
I mean, maybe eventually I'll buy the double pack, which has Rob Zombie's H1 and H2. But honestly, it's like all the way at the bottom of the barrel for what I want to own. I just got this 2-disc and the 3 double pack, and then I got the 4 and 5 double pack, and it looks like they're bringing back into print whatever 6, 7, and 8
In
on
DVD, you said, which is shock. I didn't think DVD was still a thing unless it was attached to a Blu-ray.
You know, I shared a link with you. I could share it to all y'all in the chat if you'd like. Target over here stateside is taking pre-orders currently for the 6, 7, 8. I think they call it the Halloween collection, even though it's just 6, 7, 8. And I think FYE is doing it too. Y'all got FYE up in Canada?
I've never heard of it.
No, we used to have Target here, but it only lasted about 6 months.
Yeah,
The biggest retail
well
failure
that's
ever in our country. Target. It's here. Target, we're gone. This is Ray's reaction to them announcing Rob Zombie's coming back to do another Halloween movie.
Okay, that's good. I like that.
This guy looks like he's into underage girls.
Is it bad that this... Okay. Is it... I was literally just about to say, is it bad that this guy reminds me of my dad? And that's the line she utters.
Okay, his dad is not attracted to underage girls, so don't
No.
misconstrue this.
I hope not, anyway.
Oh. Oh, dear.
Toronto Freddy's right. Anybody who's tuning in, drop a like. We've had as many as 50 people watching at once. Over a couple of hundred people have tuned in at some point. 37 people watching currently. The more likes that you drop on this, the more YouTube spreads it around in their bullshit algorithm. Drop a like if you respect the content that you're getting. And also, somewhere down in the bottom right-hand corner, you will see a subscribe button. It's highlighted red. Subscribe to keep up to date on all of our content. And we got a lot of it coming, starting in September. Tuesday nights, the Imperial Remnant broadcast. Wednesday nights, Supernatural Revisited. And Thursday nights, Fandom Empire Live, where we focus in on Halloween content and some other stuff. Frank says Jimmy's the biggest stalker.
Look at all the babies in the nursery, something they don't have anymore.
There, you see how everybody made a big stink about Michael not killing the baby in 2018, but I haven't heard anybody say anything about this.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. I just totally forgot about that. The babies.
Ooh. Matt Whitfield says his screen froze. I blame Jade. That's not nice. Who said that? Oh, I did. Yes, a true thing. They don't have the baby nursery up here in Canada anymore. Not a thing.
Should have handled him more carefully. I mean, he only shot him 6 times. Obviously wasn't enough.
Was it 6 or was it 7?
I think that somewhere down the line somebody should do a movie of Michael's years in the hospital.
Oh, you know what? There's one of the most popular suggestions online lately has been, let's do some sort of Netflix series that have Michael and Loomis throughout his childhood. And it's like, I mean, I could see that, but to me, I don't think you could make that last several seasons. I think it'd have to be like a mini series, almost like a 6-episode. Because like I don't know what would happen during all the episodes. Either one movie or 6 episodes, and yet some people clamor for several seasons of it. It's like, what happens during these several seasons?
The original Halloween comics touched on that. It had young Michael in the hospital.
What's the time point? 1 second, Maddie. We're at 33 minutes and 28 seconds. Around the 1 hour mark, actually probably around the 50-minute mark. So in about 15 minutes, we're going to take a halftime here. 15, 20 minutes from now, we'll let you know. We'll all pause. We'll take some questions. Ray will go outside and
really need a cigarette. No, actually.
Smoke himself a cig.
Jade will go outside and
get more fucked.
I still want to do the questions. I won't smoke a full cigarette.
I'm going to get me some ice cream.
the wholesome one.
The Michael childhood.
Give me some chips.
in the hospital would be really interesting.
Tommy, has your wife seen the movie?
And what's the wifey think of the Halloween movies?
She's not really a horror fan. I'm not really.
Divorce her.
Well, that's kind of changed. Honestly, I grew up with my mom and my stepdad being real into horror. I didn't really get into most of it. I always had a special place in my heart for Halloween, H1 and H2 to a certain extent, I guess. But that's really changed these past couple months or however long it's been, hasn't it? So,
dude, I never expected you to fall headfirst into this stuff. Obviously, you and I have a Star Wars history together, dating back to Star Wars Wastelands on the Channel 1138 network. And you've fallen headfirst into the horror stuff. I love it, man. I'm digging it. I always like when you get to sit down with someone and hear about their first time watching something.
I'm glad
Their
you added
first
watching
time.
something.
Want to hear about my
at the end of
first
that.
time?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You kind of went a certain direction with that.
Evan, the movie guy,
Freddie-
says his best friend hates horror. Kill him. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Freddie, can you please send some my way?
At least
Thank
make
you.
him think you're going
What's
to.
Freddie saying?
Teach him to love horror through
Pumpkin seeds. Ooh. Toronto Freddy's rocking some pumpkin seeds. Toronto Freddy, I got your message earlier, by the way, dude, about the high resolution sponsorship graphic. Not Mike. Why am I getting it? Slade has that. We have one on here, but it was actually on the old computer before it finally went kaput. But Streamlabs saves the images, so I'm going to have Slade send me another version of it so I can send it your way. I'm not ignoring you, dude.
Kitty.
Tommy
Yeah.
Quinn asks, do you think they'll make a movie with Michael, Freddy, and Jason in the same movie in the future one day? Will they go all out
If
and
they
have
haven't
them all
done it
one?
yet, they're not going to
If
do
it's
it.
unless it's a spoof, I don't know.
So we got Tommy says no. Ray says he doesn't think
Unless
so.
it's
Unless
a
it's a
spoof.
spoof.
Like because it's all licensing. Like
Yeah. There's already enough chefs in the kitchen with Halloween movies. You got
yeah,
Blumhouse, Trancas, Universal. Jade, what about you? Michael, Freddy, Jason, all one movie. Is it going to happen?
Sure, why not?
Can you speak up so the rest of us can hear you?
Can you suck my dick so the rest of us can hear it? Yes. Oh, sure, why not?
Jade's in a mood tonight. Dare I say, she's starting to sound like somebody else. Oh, yeah, so smarten up.
He will most definitely not be returning after
well, like
intermission.
I don't know how anybody feels about Freddy vs. Jason. I mean, completely different topic, but horror fans waited for years for that film, and that's what they gave us. I would almost be afraid to have all three. It would be like remaking the Three Stooges. What they would probably do with it.
My thoughts on Freddy versus Jason, to sum it up. Basically how I feel about Freddy versus Jason. Although I did pre-order that Jason box set.
Oh, you
I
did?
had to. It just looked fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah, it does. It's something that I might want, but
Amazon had a sale on it. You don't get the poster. I can print the poster off online, but I think it was $140 or something on Amazon.ca. So it was like, that's not bad for all that. So
no, that's not bad at all. It's nice we're getting some Jason stuff again.
sorry, what? Maddie. Get a divorce.
What? Where did he say that?
So what are you talking about?
Oh, I was laughing at the fact that he said her mother.
I don't even know what he's saying to her mother too. We got to be coming up on the hot tub scene soon, are we not? Hot Tub Gate, is Intel still listening to us? I know he's working right now, but Intel, is going to just randomly come in here and maybe drop some super chats or just come in here with a normal chat where it's like, hot tub scene! Him and Frank, for that matter. They've been talking about the hot tub scene for weeks now on the channel.
Wow. Like, okay. It's Mr. Garrett.
Paul?
This guy is so stupid. He could wrap his own Christmas presents and wake up the next morning and still be surprised when he opens them.
Me.
Toronto Freddy. Titties! Matt Whitfield. Knockers! Poppy says, I wish AMC would play Halloween 1 and Halloween 2, 1981, this Halloween night. I'll tell you what, if there's a movie theater that's going to come out and play those as a double feature or a drive-in, I'll be there. I'd like to see
If
a
they
double
do
feature.
that, I will be really ticked off, because if they're going to do that, why not have just released the movie?
Boobies.
Kills.
I mean, I just don't think they can make the money right now because they're not full capacity. Oh, no! Oh, what a waste of a hammer.
Okay, yeah, that's a whole other topic. But
Believe me, we get into that on this channel a lot. We will have someone say, "But why aren't they releasing the movie? I'm entitled."
Seeing one on the big screen for the first time was like the highlight of my life on my anniversary a couple years ago. So it was like after that, everything is downhill. And sure enough, it has been downhill.
Being married downhill.
Intel Wild sends in a super chat as Jade drops her phone again. I'm patiently waiting. We're getting there.
Watch everybody just leave once that scene happens. You should have just shown that scene.
So you don't unplug anything.
Oh no. Now it's uncomfy to sit here.
Loomis just looks like he's had the day from... I mean, he has had the day from hell.
Yeah.
But, like, he looks like the type of guy that's capable of pulling his gun out and shooting all the deputies right on the spot.
I think when he was chasing Ben Tramer down the street there, if those kids wouldn't have moved, he might have shot them.
Yeah. He was going to shoot Jamie.
Yeah, he would have, yeah. Now, is that not just the most beautiful house you've ever seen?
It's something. And it's back in Halloween Kills. That's not a spoiler.
How is that not a spoiler?
David Gordon Green came out publicly and was like, yeah, so the Myers house is back in Halloween Kills. So,
to what capacity, though?
Well, that we can't talk about. So,
I know.
A couple of them. Now, Tommy, put yourself in this spot. This happens in your little town. The boogeyman has come to your little town. Are you one of the people that's at the house throwing things here after a bunch of people have been murdered on that night, or are you staying safely at home with your doors locked?
I'm probably locking up.
Wimp. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So would I. I'd be barricading the doors with everything.
Shawn would be barricading the doors, having like Jensen and Tucker and everybody in the room, and I'd be like, "Oh, look, free stuff."
Chris Lawson says he burns her face, but not his hand. We know what you're talking about.
What?
Your headphones hurting?
Yes. It's getting like caught on my earring and it hurts.
So if you're just joining us, this is we had a graphic that was being worked on, but because our psychotic upstairs neighbor threw a wrench into our day plans, we didn't finish the graphic. So you see the Fandom Empire live graphic right now. But tonight is Hollywood Movie Night, Episode 1. We are watching Halloween 2. 1981, not the Rob Zombie version, obviously. And we are 43 minutes and 52 seconds into the movie as it stands. And in about 10 minutes, we're going to take an intermission for about 10 minutes and then come back to it. Zach has joined the chat.
Hi. And the lighter that Loomis just took from Deputy Hunt is the reason why I carry a yellow Bic lighter with me all the time.
Nice.
Will not buy one unless it's yellow.
Now, Deputy Hunt, correct me if I'm wrong, he's a character Halloween Returns was heavily based off, was it not?
Yes, he was actually the main protagonist of it, yeah.
Nice.
If anybody ever gets a chance to read the Halloween Returns script, I highly recommend it. It's worth it, the read.
Oh, is this it?
It's getting there. She's about to go down into the room and there's a jump scare. And
Spoilers.
Tommy said, not Tommy B, so we're clear. Tommy Quinn says, I'd be building an underground tunnel to the nearest airport.
Everybody's all worried out tonight. All this Michael Myers crap. I just want. Okay, I'm gonna stop quoting the movie now. his finger needs a little therapy. This guy.
Happy Halloween. Evan the movie guy, love Deputy Hunt. Big thanks to everybody joining us on tonight's stream. Kicking back, watching Halloween 2. The scene that Frank and Intel have been going on about for the better part of 2 weeks now is getting closer and closer to happening.
What it happens? Oh, DVD malfunction.
It freezes. Zach, I'll say what I said to everybody else earlier. It's been a crazy day. I don't know everything on DC fandom. We're watching Halloween 2 tonight. If you want to talk about something off topic, you are going to have to send in a super chat. This is not open mic and not open chat questions here. We'll read Halloween-related stuff, but DC fandom's going to have to be a super chat or anything non-Halloween, a super chat. Frank Riker, boobs, let's pause here. Matt says you should break right before the hot tub scene. So what are we, halfway? No, we're a little more than halfway already. So you know what, guys? We're going to begin the countdown right now. I'm going to count down from 5. And when I say stop, we are going to stop where we are. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. We're looking at a little girl with the doll, and we're stopped for intermission here. We're going to take about 7 minutes or so. Let everybody go get their coffee, their tea, their cigarettes, their vapes, and whatever else. Now's the time to go do that, and we'll be back in about 7 minutes' time. I'll be here with you, though, in the meantime.
Don't worry, I'll be back. I know. I know. I'll be back. I promise.
Tommy, you're going to get something?
Ice cream.
No, I'm not.
Working on it.
You're trying to have it delivered to you, aren't you?
Yeah, that was kind of what was told to me.
Aren't you going to vape, Jade? Don't trip over anything, please. Frank Riker says, I'll get me tissues.
Oh, my God.
So
yes,
we
everyone,
are...
The best way to find someone you want to marry forever and ever is someone who offers to get you ice cream while you watch a movie that they wouldn't be caught dead watching.
So Xenobeats asks, what second are we at exactly? It might vary by a couple of seconds. If we're all off by a couple of seconds, that's fine. But right now, we are at least I'm at, 47 minutes and 38 seconds. Tommy B's going off camera, so I'm going to go to the solo cam. How's it going, everybody? Hollywood Movie Night, episode number 1 here. We're going to be doing 1 to 2 movie nights a month. Tonight is Halloween 2, 1981. The next one is going to be Cloverfield. I love Cloverfield. I think it's an amazing movie. I think J.J. Abrams knocked that out of the ballpark. Can't wait to sit down and watch that. And then we're going to do Halloween 4, either late September or early October. So a lot to get to. Shawn, check your instant messages. I'm looking, dude. I'm looking. Oh, I'm going to check this out, dude. Watch my live reaction to the Batman trailer. Oh, better not have it that loud. Apologies for the silence, guys. I'm literally watching the Batman trailer right now. Big thanks to Maddie. Um, So I'm obviously going to have to do a YouTube review of this. Apologies. Look, this is what I'll say about what I just saw on the Batman trailer. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I give that trailer a 10 out of 10. That is how you hype a movie without giving anything away. And that is the dark and gritty style movie people have wanted for so long. It's going to have a video of its own. We're going to do it on the channel. Just blown away. I don't know if you're a big Batman fan, Tommy. I don't know if you had a chance to just check that out there.
I checked it out when it was first mentioned.
Blown away, dude.
I enjoyed it. I really did. I didn't want to comment on it immediately because, number one, we're here for Halloween tonight. And number two, when I saw it, the only source I could find it on was Cosmic News.
Ooh, yeah, so. I understand being skeptical about that. Holy fuck. I don't mean to overhype this. Everyone is so, like, it's very cliche to be like, oh, there's a new trailer. Oh my God, I have never seen a telephone booth like that before in any trailer. God, that telephone booth. Or, oh my God, that stop sign. Ho, 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 ho. Look at the stop sign. That trailer has Dark Knight level hype to it.
What's a telephone booth?
What's a telephone booth? All right, the young people in here are like, what the fuck's a telephone booth? What's a phone book? Phone book, very heavy book. You could probably kill someone with. That trailer was badass. I need to watch it in 4K. Holy crap, we're definitely going to talk about that in a bit. Oh man, it's so good. I didn't even think it'd be that good. You all right, Jade? You feeling it? Yeah. You got some of that blue dream up here? Yeah. What about you, Tommy? You got some of the ice cream? What are you eating? Show me the cream. Oh God, there's a poor choice of words.
Not on YouTube. I got myself some, I think it's Turkey Hill.
Only on Fandom Empire will you hear one co-host say to another co-host, show me the cream.
I got me some mint chocolate chip currently. It's none of that unnatural shit. I don't go. If you ever want to buy Tommy B ice cream, I'll give you fair warning right now. I'm a snob when it comes to what I eat.
Well, you're certainly a snob.
I don't dig unnatural colors. I don't dig artificial shit.
Poor choice of words. Let's read some of the chat questions here. I was watching that Batman trailer, which, by the way, I'll say this, dude. I know you're kind of in on a lot of the newer Batman stuff.
Yeah, I'm a Michael Keaton fan. I'm sorry.
Who's actually returning as Batman, actually.
What?
Did you not hear this news? So in the Flash movie that's coming out, I don't know, someone in the chat can answer if they've dated this. Michael Keaton is returning as Bruce Wayne, and I'm assuming Batman, in the Flash movie that's coming out, and the Batman from those movies.
I heard that it was supposed to be Matt Damon. Oh, not Matt Damon.
Ben Affleck? Yeah, and it's a multiverse movie. Both of them are returning.
Well, what happened to the Batman film with the other guy from
Ben Affleck?
Twilight?
No, that guy.
That's
the trailer I just watched.
About.
Blown away. I think it looks amazing. I think it has like that late 80s, dark sort of gritty, almost Mad Max vibe to it. I think you would love the trailer. We'll have to watch it after this. Anyways, let's read some of the chat questions here. What time we due back? How about right now?
They
Zach,
were waiting for me.
They were waiting for you. I just asked Tommy to show me his cream, which was probably a bad choice of words.
I'm glad I missed that.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. Again, we're at, hang on, let me check here.
I'm at 47:37, but I think we've
Right now
already
we're
figured out versions vary a little.
Yeah,
bit.
we're at 47:41 here. So 47:41. We're going to get back to it in a couple of minutes here. I just want to read some of the messages that came through. We're getting close to that scene, so I'm waiting for Intel to pop his head back in here and Frank to just explode. Again, poor choice of words.
Oh dear.
All right, so Zach says, Phantom Empire, if Donald Pleasance were still alive today, he'd be one old fuck. I love Donald Pleasance, but he'd be really old. Do you think he would have returned as Dr. Loomis again in the David Gordon Green films? How old would Donald Pleasance have been? Like,
he would have to be too old.
100, right?
The only
He'd
way
have
they'd
to
be
be.
able to
Definitely.
bring him back is if he's retired, half dead, that sort of thing.
He did say though that he wanted to do 22 of them.
22 of them. Sadly, that was cut short. You know another reason why the Halloween 6 producer's cut is better than the theatrical cut?
More Donald Pleasance.
Way more Donald Pleasance. I think he has 9 minutes of screen time, I read in the Taking Shape book.
Yeah, and you know the funny thing about it is in both versions, Dr. Loomis. Technically the producer's cut too. Dr. Loomis and Michael Myers do not share the screen one time.
No, they don't.
No.
They don't. They're never on screen together in that movie. That's a valid point.
No, it's
Chris Pleasance would play Loomis forever, absolutely, but he would have been too old. Yay, Cloverfield, love the movies, all of them. I don't. I really only like the one Cloverfield movie. I think you dug the first one. That is going to be our next watch along here on the channel. Cloverfield, that's going to be a blast. And then
I
we're
like
doing
2 of them. I never saw the third one.
And then we're going to do Halloween 4 either late September or early October. We'll have to get you back here for Halloween 4. We got to have you here for that one.
Oh, yeah. I know everybody will want me back.
Ooh. Alrighty. Greg Shepard, Michael Myers should be sent to Arkham Asylum. I wonder how he would deal with Gotham. Simple. Batman would be dead.
Thank you.
Evan, the movie guy, says, I'm a vanilla ice cream guy. I'm only a vanilla ice cream guy if I have a nice heated homemade apple pie with it.
Oh, French vanilla is good.
Toronto Freddy's also saying it is not a leaked trailer anymore. It's an official trailer that has been released, and it looks fantastic. I mean, the fact that they actually labeled it a teaser trailer, and it's still almost 3 minutes long without giving too much. Like, how many times have we seen in a movie, oh, well, there goes the whole plot of the movie. Thanks, see ya.
Halloween 2018.
2018 gave away way too much. This trailer doesn't do it.
Oh,
It's filled with mystery. It lets you know that obviously the Riddler is the main villain in this movie, just with the question marks and stuff. But it looked fantastic. Where are we here? Can't wait for the hot tub scene. It's about to happen. Intel Wild. Shawn, seriously, we got to get Tommy B some pimp gear, like a fly purple pimp hat and maybe a cape.
And a walking stick.
And a walking stick, yes.
Like style cape, go all Lando Calrissian all up in here.
Oh, man. Wow. Just crazy stuff. All right, guys, it's time to get back to the movie because Frank's going to explode. Intel's going to explode. Everyone's going to explode. Jade's going to explode.
I'm not.
Ray's not. He's good. So I'm at 47:41. As long as you're in and around that range, we're good. I'm going to count down from 5, and on go, we're going to press play. And then after the movie, we'll stick around for 10 or 15 minutes of discussion and go from there. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action. And my movie restarted, so keep up, guys. Keep up. At 47:41, we'll find our way here. We're good?
That's very
Yeah, we're
clearly
good.
red paint.
I don't know how to get that off screen. There we go.
That dream she just had, like,
I've never really understood the meaning of that dream because, like,
Like, you would think though, like if like the little girl like would remember something. Like, I know a lot of people can't remember a lot of their childhood, but if my mother said to me as a little kid, "I'm not your mother," that would stick with me.
No, for sure. Oh, here we go. It's time. Let's get some love for that scene you guys have been going on about for weeks now.
He just looks so creepy.
She had man hands. Chat's going nuts for booby time. Unbelievable. Men will be men, I suppose.
Shh, no talking during booby time.
I remember when we watched this the night at your birthday party.
Brendan.
I pulled Brendan away just as this was happening, and you gave me the thumbs up. And I was like, see, I'm a nice guy. And we put Halloween 4 on, and he was never the same again. Maybe that's what did it, why he went all.
I hope he's not watching at the moment. Frank is going nuts in the chat.
Well, Bud's a handsome guy.
Get some let's get some love in here. If I could send a super chat to ourselves, I don't know if I can do that. Can I send a super chat to ourselves for the hot tub scene?
Michael's got some pretty clean hands for someone who's murdered how many people?
Don't send
at
a
this
super
point?
chat to ourselves. They're going to take our money just for processing fees. I don't know about y'all, but this is also my favorite kill of H2.
I thought you were about to say
possibly.
my favorite scene of H2. I was going to say so typical. Tommy quickly looks behind him. Is the wife here? Where is she?
Now we see why it was.
Like kind of like the most inopportune time to get out of the tub. Well, I mean, it is. Let's be honest here. There is something comical about this. Like, if she just would have turned around at any point, she has a chance. But she didn't.
See, anybody that would have seen this for the first time would have been screaming, "Oh my God, he's behind you!" And then,
Intel must have got busy with work.
It's behind you.
Yeah. Frank Riker sends in a super chat. Bud has a lot of crack hair.
like, Michael has a sense of humor. I'll give him that.
Ma'am, you do not know where those hands have been.
Intel, you're missing it. He was touching her. Oh, God.
I should also clarify, when I said this kill, I meant this kill, not Bud.
I love how he pulls her up.
Yeah, it's like he's getting kicks.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, that's fine. Everybody else is saying crap. I'm not saying it. Intel Wild in with a super chat. This is my favorite kill, and when he comes out of the dark behind the nurse
That's
and
what I
sticks the syringe in
just
her eye.
about
Yeah.
to say. That is my favorite kill in this film, yes.
It was a new definition to the term facial.
If you're going to kill somebody in a horror film, do it artistically. Or don't do it at all, and that is pure art.
Of course, during the hot tub scene, Tommy's filling his mouth with cream. ice cream, just so we're clear.
Okay.
Art Wishwood says Karen was the only one that looked past Bud's inner asshole. Ooh, Sam Hain.
That's actually pronounced wrong. It's actually pronounced Samhain.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
They're saying it wrong because it's a Celtic word. It's spelled that way, but it's actually pronounced Samhain. There's a little Halloween history for you.
Nice. I didn't recognize you. Weren't they together like
the night before, yeah. Well, I mean, it was raining and it was dark, and
they were sitting in the same car together.
She's all made up with makeup here, and well, yeah. And then the day Loomis has been through.
Matt Whitfield says Nurse Marion was hot, and just so we're clear, Matt's talking about Nurse Marion in Halloween Kills. No, I'm kidding, Matt. I'm just kidding.
This actress has gotten herself quite a lucky streak going for Halloween movies. H2O, H1, H2.
Yeah, H Kills now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know people were skeptical about whether she'd be brought back or not, but they indeed did bring her back. Jade, was your mic on for that? I don't know if anybody heard you.
The good old days when us poor smokers could smoke anywhere we wanted.
Jade's just like, is she smoking in a school?
That is pretty hilarious.
Man, look at that 4K TV. Oh, here's this fucking guy with a stocking.
So weird.
Yeah.
See, you think that now that it's weird, but back then a lot of people would have thought this is romantic.
Yeah.
Oh, she's checking up on her, and
that's the reason.
Until he like leans right over her bed and he's just like.
This reminds me of like what is that? What is that? Paranormal Activity?
Oh God, they're terrible.
Yeah, they're just still.
They make money, but they're terrible.
Do you know what's a
staring
terrible
at
movie
you
that
while
nobody
you're
should
trying
watch?
to sleep?
Cabin 28. Nobody watched that movie. It's shit.
Jade is telling everybody to not watch Cabin 28.
well, you know what that's going to do? It's going to make people watch it.
How's that Blue Dream doing you, Jade?
Just dreamy.
She's out. Oh. This is the one that's... Is this it right here?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, it is. This is fantastic. This is gruesome. I'll shoot your eye out. Frank Record, Lori just saw her hospital bill. Evan the Movie Guy chimes in on the topic of movies to never watch Hellraiser Revelations. Very, very bad.
Oh, gee.
I have never seen a Hellraiser movie yet.
The first one is worth the watch, in my opinion. The rest,
Not so good.
you'd be more entertained watching paint dry. But my opinion, of course. Oh. Like, I'll give it to Halloween when it comes to the kills. They're creative.
I think that's the reason why I don't like needles.
Here we go. Like, look at that. Oh.
This shot. Holy fuck. Hello, Dean Cundy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that would be an awful way to die.
Michael's mask from this angle, just, oh, that gives me the creeps. It's, oh. I don't like, though, how when Dick's wearing the mask, you you see his eyes more. Obviously, a different shaped head. The eyes are more noticeable.
Yeah.
I prefer when Nick's wearing the mask. How his facial structure is a little different, and the eyes are more darkened out.
You can tell the mask is aged, and because Deborah Hill kept it in a box under her bed, and she smoked in the house. So I see what cigarette smoke does. So
there are a lot of people that still don't believe the mask in Halloween 2 is the same as Halloween 1.
Trust me, they are. They are the same.
Zach asks, what's the Halloween 6 producer's cut? I've never seen it. Is it just an extended cut of the film we already have, or are there some changes? There are significant changes in Halloween 6 producer's cut. I would say upwards of a third, if not even half the film is different.
Yeah, but 45 minutes extra footage and the whole different plot, different storyline. But producer's cut is definitely worth the watch.
We're at the 59-minute mark. 59 minutes, guys.
Hey, everyone in the chat. I've been looking around for the past few days now, see if there's like a side-by-side comparison of different jack-o'-lanterns and such, the pumpkins that are featured throughout the franchise. If anyone knows of anything like that already out there, I'd appreciate it. You can send it my way, post in Fandom Empire Den, whatever. Like
a different shot of all the different Halloween jack-o'-lanterns?
Yeah, like ones that are prominently featured. I mean, the other nice little piece of trivia I'd appreciate if some hardcore dedicated fan out there is taking the time to do it is figure out how many times a jack-o'-lantern appears on screen throughout the franchise. How insane would that be?
Poppy chimes in with Marion went to the salon.
Hands down, though, Halloween 4. I mean, as much as I loved the jack-o'-lanterns, Halloween 4 had the best opening, I think, in horror film history with all the farms.
It's amazing. It feels the most like Halloween, in my opinion.
Yes.
Tommy, would you count the jack-o'-lantern that she has pinned to her side, or?
Well, look at the woman in Halloween 2018. Michael goes up on the porch. She's got like 20 jack-o'-lanterns there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're all different.
It's the one he stabs to the neck.
Yeah.
What's her name? Dave had her on his channel.
Isn't she like some martial arts expert?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Frank would know more. Frank's also a moderator over at on Dave McRae's channel as well. I just seen something and I lost it now. You need your mic on if you're going to make these comments. You're down here to be on the show. Turn your bloody mic on.
And look at Michael just walking these hallways.
My comment was, who was it that said it? Poppy said Marion went to... No, Art said Marion got a blowout, and I said more like she gave a blowout.
Ooh. Marion Singh. Marion Singh was the actress's name.
That's it.
Okay. Forever the Hill says, the thing that I like about the Halloween 2 mask is that seeing the eyes make it more creepy because you can see Michael's expression when he kills someone. I mean, to each his or her own. I prefer just to see, like, right now, even with the kills mask here, like, if you're looking at it, it's far enough back from the camera that it just looks like black holes. And to me, the boogeyman, you're like, we've heard the line in the movie, you're staring into like just emptiness. I think
it can work both ways. If you have an actor who can act with their eyes, who can do the creepy, then a close up on his eyes would work. But sometimes. But no, I agree, but it works both ways. There's certain shots where if you see his eyes, I think that it makes it can creep you out. Acting with your eyes is pretty hard.
Poppy says Jaws 4 is the worst movie I've ever seen. Isn't Michael Caine in that one? Is he in Jaws 4 or 3?
4. Yeah, that's
He's in
right.
4?
4, yeah. His famous quote on that is that he's never seen the movie, but he's seen the house the money he made for it bought.
Alberto, one of our patrons, says, crazy how the Batman got a legit 2. I know where you're going with this, man. 2 to 3 minute trailer when it was only 25% finished, while Halloween Kills only got a measly 30-second trailer when it's been finished for months. I agree about they could have gave us a little more with Kills in terms of the length, considering both movies are going to come out right around the same time in 2021. But I want to correct you on one thing here. I know we're watching Halloween. The Batman is way more than 25% finished, man. Let's just try to stick to some facts here. We're covering all things fandom. The Batman is like 80% finished, and they're looking at doing the last 20 to 25% just on studio sets and using similar technology to what Star Wars does on The Mandalorian. The film is way more than 25% finished. Oh, wow. I love this. Like, these are awesome shot choices.
Oh, for sure. Halloween always brought something a little more creative and different than other horror franchises, in my opinion. That's why they're so unique and they stand out.
Hey, Thomas, there's a jack-o'-lantern for you, man.
Nobody knows that.
Said that, you mean? You said that? Put the mic to your mouth, babe. Ooh.
You've done that more than me today. I think I've done it once. Like, can you imagine, like, a hospital is somewhere where you're supposed to be safe and feel safe, and this hospital ain't safe.
Have you been to the Oshawa Hospital?
The St. Mike's in Toronto.
The St. Mike's one, that was, oh my God. If anybody's ever been to St. Mike's Hospital in Toronto, really popular hospital
You're
in
lucky
Toronto.
to be alive.
Holy fuck, does St. Mike's still feel like the hospital in Haddonfield? Or,
Big time.
Feels like Haddonfield Memorial in Halloween 2. Oh, man. I remember walking down some of those corridors with you and getting in the elevator and just being like, nope, we're taking the stairs from here.
That elevator almost, like, it started going up and down, and we hadn't pressed the buttons, and... Oh.
Art Wishwood, Shawn, do you have a Halloween 2 poster hanging up? No, we have Halloween and Halloween 2018 hanging up, and a 40th anniversary convention panel hanging up, and then one of all 4 horror movies off camera. Oh, this is great. I love
that
this
trip
one.
is just painful to watch, like always, every damn time.
Oh, man.
Like, to kill somebody that way, like, what would you be thinking, like, to do that? Like, you have to be sick to, you know what I mean?
Are you questioning his mental capacity here?
Yeah.
Like,
You should.
Yeah, like, who would come up with something like that? It's the one part that always bothered me is she runs back in. And I always thought she was the cutest nurse. Janet's okay too, even.
I'd be power walking the other way.
All right.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm going to the sheriff's station.
Go to the ambulance. See if that has the tires. Okay.
Like, nobody else in this city has had to come to the hospital tonight.
I mean, in all fairness, you might not be able to drive the ambulance.
Greg Shepard says maybe Michael kills because it's from Silver Shamrock. Flinner, since you've read the script of Kills, do you prefer it over 2018? Although you can't know for sure because you didn't actually see it. Yeah, there's a big difference between reading something on paper where you don't get shot selection, you don't get the score, You don't get just the sound mixing. We'll talk about that, Flinner. I'll answer that question as soon as the movie's over.
Don't forget that he asked it.
I'll make a note of it.
Flinner rhymes with dinner.
Oh my God, Jade.
Jade, where are you? Like, that's a legitimate question. Where are
God.
you?
She's with Phil the Pill, baby.
This is like, if he was standing there, shouldn't she have saw him? Or like, was he standing?
You gonna get you.
Oh, this kill is good.
Like for these
Oh.
two movies, this must be like his greatest display of strength, right?
She's got a pretty mouth.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, man.
Not her shoes.
He shanked her so hard she fell out of her shoes.
Whatever happened to his knife?
He put it in the drawing at the schoolhouse.
Oh, Intel Wild in with a super chat. Jaws 4 is a guilty pleasure like Zombies H2 to Shawn.
I love this shot of Michael coming down the stairs.
So wait, is he basically just trying to kill her because in this it's her sister? I mean his sister. So he's basically just like, "Fuck you, Mom loved you more, so I'm gonna kill you."
It's hard to, in my opinion, like, because you don't really know, right?
Yeah, like what the heck?
It does lose some of it, that randomness.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Uh-oh. Yeah, we lost Tommy.
Uh-oh.
We're still live on air, but we've lost Tommy for a second.
No, Garrett. Garrett, no.
Well, until
That's
he comes
impressive
back.
that cord is holding him up, though.
Yeah.
We got Tommy B back in the house.
Good.
Did you hang up on me?
No, sir.
Oh, that's weird. Must have dropped. I wasn't even touching the screen.
Welcome back. If you want to overanalyze it, like, let's say they're not brother and sister, or even if they are. Lori's father sends Lori to the Myers house to drop off the key, right? What if he didn't do that day?
None of this happens.
Yeah. Like,
It all springs from there.
Yeah, so, and like, what if she did go there and Michael wasn't there at the house at the time? Like, would he have focused on the first girl he saw? Or...
Would he have focused on Tommy?
Yeah, like, he's driving around the town all day looking at other people. Like, what was it about this girl? The randomness of this girl is what made it more creepy, like, which is why her.
Frank's comment is, "Come on, Lori, hop in a wheelchair and peel out of there."
Oh, fucking Frank. You're the man, dude.
Like, he could have got her. I think, like, he's enjoying this.
Oh, did the camera fall? Yeah, it was aimed right at my tits. Yeah, I think it's been there all show.
Oh, wow.
We're not even making that much super chat.
I think she has to pee.
She's doing like a pee-pee dance. Pee-pee.
Oh my God, Jade. This is probably not the best hiding spot, but I love the little the misdirect here.
Yeah. Just even that black corridor is friggin' creepy. Like, is he standing behind it, like looking at her? Or...
So did cars not like lock in the 70s and 80s? Did people just leave them unlocked? Is that something they did? Was that like leaving your front door unlocked?
I think
You
people
just didn't have to lock it.
I think people trusted more back then than they do now.
Loomis just said to Marion, "Hey, I have a scratch. Would you like to itch it?"
Do you think the sheriff?
I always look at her in this scene, and I'm thinking she's just thinking, "Will you please stop talking?"
Jade every night with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, you could blame her for Michael escaping. She got out of the car that Michael stole. Yeah, it's her fault.
Do you think the cops just driving around like, fuck, it was the wrong night to do an Uber?
Fun. I'll tell you later. Notice how we don't see their hands. Oh, we seen Loomis's far hand.
It's up her skirt.
I have seen a lot of fan fiction with that, where they're convinced Loomis and Marion had a thing.
That's why he said, "I don't recognize you."
Yeah, I was gonna say, even though I didn't recognize you, even though it was with you 24 hours ago.
Actually, in the Halloween comics, Loomis did have a wife who worked at the hospital, and Michael killed her.
Ooh. That's in the Night Dance series, isn't it? Or is that a...
No, the original 4-part. I think it was 4 parts that came out. It was mostly centered on Tommy Doyle as an adult.
Just if he had a wife doesn't mean that he can't be hooking up with her.
Their relationships go out the window, eh?
Loomis is a boss.
Yeah, he's badass.
I remember the first night I seen these movies. I was telling the audience yesterday, specifically the first one, I was like, "Come on, Loomis, get to the house!"
I remember that, yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What would she have done if this was him? Like, she'd be done. She'd be done for.
Yeah.
Yet again, why lock the doors?
This guy has no idea where he is.
The funny thing is, the keys are in the ignition, too. Because he's trying to start it. This was this was Nurse Jill's car. So she didn't take her keys with her when she ran back into the hospital?
Guess she just didn't care about the car. She was hoping it would get stolen.
This is great. This is great. Good job. Good job.
I was going to say, I just heard the honking on Tommy's
so
end before we did.
Like he's about 5 seconds ahead.
Uh-oh. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. Oh.
Get on his lap.
Wow, Jade. If you're just joining us, we are watching Halloween 2 from 1981. We're at the 1 hour, 17 minute, and 32 second mark of this movie. Thanks for joining us on this evening. After the movie, we're going to answer some Halloween questions. Ray's going to give his thoughts on the Halloween Kill script without giving spoilers. And we'll talk a little bit about that. And yeah, so that's what's to come. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday night evening. Hollywood Movie Night, Episode 1. This poor cop, he's done nothing wrong. Like,
Why isn't she yelling?
Too much drugs. Oh, but now she yells. Now she yells after they get inside.
Loomis is assertive.
Dude, someone commented earlier, like, as the more these movies go, the more...
The crazier he
Yeah,
gets.
yeah. The crazier Loomis gets, and I love it.
Oh, for sure.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that shot there, too. Like, how long was he standing there, I wonder?
Who locked the door? It's a push, not pull.
Frank Riker, Loomis firing his gun just wasted his 7th bullet, or 8th, depending on which version you're listening to.
I mean, you know that car can drive. Why aren't you getting in that one?
Who just has the power to walk through glass like that?
How many shots was that?
5.
So, tactically speaking, he's now taking 11 shots.
Yeah. At very close range.
Decapitate.
No, we already got that one in a Halloween movie.
Anthony Stanfield, Patreon supporters in the house. We're watching Halloween 2 tonight, Anthony. Hopefully all's good on your end, bro.
Hello.
Hey, I want to be famous.
Loomis?
I want to be Loomis. Yes.
Loomis is almost in shock here, like, oh, fuck, what have I gotten myself into?
Why is he not doing headshots?
Well, he does try.
He needs to go to a shooting range. Damn.
I don't think the headshots would work anyway.
I mean, we kind of see that, right?
Yeah.
Like, spoilers, Jade!
Well, I mean, it's not a spoiler in 2018. He gets shot point blank in the face with a high-powered rifle, and he just gets up and shakes it off like nothing.
Hear that, Tommy? Anthony Stanfield's on vacation at Jersey Shore, your neck of the woods.
Is Snooki there?
I haven't been living in New Jersey in how many years? Jeez.
I sent Tommy a very funny video today about New Jersey.
I think I've been out of New Jersey for 6 years. That sounds about right. But otherwise, I grew up there, and I do not miss living there whatsoever.
Shawn C. Jamie Lee shoots him in the eyes. Yep. And it doesn't work. Hands are overrated.
Knock, knock.
Pizza, pizza. Frank Riker says, don't worry, Tommy, Jersey's still a shithole. Darren's in the chat telling Frank Riker to leave him alone.
He was gonna go.
Oh no! Oh no!
See, like, in a way, Loomis is invincible, too. I mean, he gets, like, all this stuff happens to him, and he kept coming back for...
The boogeyman.
He really just wants a hug and to connect with his sister.
Yeah.
He's crying.
Like, I notice it even more now. Like, the Halloween 2018 mask, like, looks so much like this.
It's the head shape, right?
Yeah.
Castle, wow. James Jude Courtney's head shape is way closer to Dick Warlock than it is Nick Castle.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, we're right at the end of Halloween 2 here during Hollywood Movie Night Watch Along, episode number 1. We're going to talk a little Halloween Kills, another Halloween when it's over here.
While he can't see, why aren't you scurrying out of the room? Damn, people are stupid.
Yeah, Laurie is definitely one of those people.
Well, Loomis wants him in there, obviously.
Apologies for the dog in the background, everyone.
I think Loomis should have sparked that lighter when Laurie was still in the room. No, I'm kidding. Oh, the yellow Bic.
The first time I saw H4, I'm just like, are you for real? Like,
Loomis
you're
lived?
still alive?
Yeah, invincible. He's as invincible as Michael.
That's the most scary part. It's not that Michael survived the explosion. It's that obviously it wasn't intended. It was supposed to be over here. But when you're talking H4 continuity, it's not that Michael survived the explosion. It's that fucking Loomis survived the explosion.
And he's only burned on one side of his face.
Wayne Gotke.
Well, I can say it. Wayne's here. Wayne Gotke's in the chat. How's it going, Wayne?
Oh, that is the best firewalk I have ever seen on film. Like, Dick Warlock is engulfed.
That's Loomis. Come on. Frank says Loomis is invincible with alcohol in him.
This cop should have went up to Deputy Hunt here and said, your Bic lighter caused this damage.
Darren says the explosion was due to the amount of gin Loomis consumed during the shoot. Oh, Darren in with just an awesome one.
For this ending or the cut ending?
Which one's the cut ending again?
Jimmy sits up in the
right.
ambulance.
I mean, if you're looking at H4 continuity, it's probably the other one. But like, the movie itself, I prefer this ending.
The sole survivor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to agree with that.
Is the red car's wheel still slashed?
It's magically repaired. Cue Mr. Sandman. I actually
Where the
really
hell
like
are all
this.
these people coming from?
Oh, this is the sit-up one, is it not?
No, that's the Rick Rosenthal cut.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Halloween 2 from 1981, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, Donald Pleasance, and Dick Warlock as the Shape himself. Wow. First of all, awesome movie. I still think I like 2018 a little bit better than Halloween 2.
Don't forget about Howard, what's his face, as the man in pajamas.
Oh, man. So this is what's going to happen here, guys. We're going to talk Halloween for another 15 minutes or so before we go off air. 15 or 20. We'll see how it goes. But that is going to... Oh, right. Lindsay would have been at the beginning of the movie. I was just like, Kyle Richards. But yeah, right. There you have it. Halloween 2 from 1981. Our next two movies during Hollywood Movie Night watch-alongs are Cloverfield, the first one, and Halloween 4. Look for both of those over the next 6 or 7 weeks or so. Big thanks to everybody who came in, super chatted, participated in the chat, spent an evening with us watching this awesome movie. Let's talk some Halloween now to close things off here. We told you at the beginning of the show that we were going to put Ray on the spot, who has read the Halloween Kills script. We're not giving spoilers away here, guys. If you know spoilers in the chat, keep them to yourselves, because if you don't, Frank the Tank Riker or Toronto Freddy are going to ban you, so no spoilers. Dude, you had a chance to sit down and read the whole script.
Twice.
I've only read it through the once. What, just in general, what do you think of the script and its potential? And then we'll get to the questions that were asked earlier on by Flinner.
It's like trying to, when you read a novel, especially a novel that has been written based on a movie, I always try to visualize like everything in my head of what it'll look like. And I think on paper, potentially this, if everybody thought the 2018, whoever thought 2018 was the best sequel, they're going to think Halloween Kills is the best sequel. So I think it has the potential to even outshine 2018.
Sorry, go ahead, Jade.
Can you say the Halloween Kills killed it?
Oh my God, Jade. Tommy, you have read the Halloween Kills script as well. Without giving spoilers, do you think what Ray said, and it basically answers Flinner's question, who had asked if we thought Halloween Kills would be better than Halloween 2018. Where are you with that, Tommy? Keeping in mind, as we said earlier, we haven't seen the film. You're missing a lot of context, obviously. Films change a lot from script, and I do know for a fact there are changes from this script, maybe not story-wise, but certain decisions on how things go down. If you compare the two, what's better, man?
Meh. No.
Informative.
Based off of how I visualize Kills, whatever we want to call that, our headcanon, our hopes and dreams, what have you, I'm definitely thinking that there's a strong possibility that Kills is going to blow 2018 out of the water.
Totally agree.
That's where I am at. Like, I'm blown away by the scale of Halloween Kills. There are a lot of amazing choices that they made. It's a very ballsy script. And again, like we've talked about on the channel, we think that if you love 2018, you're going to love Kills even more. But if you're a fan of the original Halloween movie, everybody knows there's a flashback sequence. That's been made public for almost a year now. You're going to love the flashback sequence. You're going to be
blown away.
Absolutely. You're going to be totally blown away by the flashback sequence. It's not some little 2-minute cameo. We've talked about that before. We talked about it at length on our Patreon. Again, if you want to sign up for our Patreon, www.patreon.com/FandomEmpire. You can sign up for as little as $2 a month or as much as $13 a month, which gets you exclusive access to the Lampkin Lane AMA show monthly. I think the kill script is just phenomenal. Again, we're turning things over to the chat here, guys. You got about 10 minutes or so. We'll talk Halloween and whatever else you guys want to talk. Forever the Hill says he likes the cut ending, by the way, for Halloween 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little happier. And then the one that they did release in a way is also a little darker because it's just like there's nothing left of Laurie's life, pretty much.
Where are we here? Pete says, I loved it, guys. Looking forward to Halloween 4. Yeah, I can tell you Cloverfield is going to happen before Halloween 4. But they're two great movies to look forward to. And then after those two movies, we're going to do Halloween 5 and The Shining and Dr. Sleep, the director's cut. So they're your next 5 watch-alongs. You got Cloverfield, you got Halloween 4, you got The Shining, Halloween 5, and Dr. Sleep, the director's cut. They're our next 5 watch-alongs that'll take us probably through November. So look forward to that. Chris Lawson, this was the best part of the whole day for me. Thank you so much for these videos. Appreciate you coming out, man, and supporting the channel. Doesn't matter if you're sending super chats or just participating in the chat and being here with us. It's a growing community. And
did he say I was the best part of the day? Thank you. No, I'm just. I'm really not arrogant.
Hey, Mike the Mask Maker, the man who made this beauty and the other beauty behind me is in here, a.k.a. Spooky Clemente. Says he's having a hell of a time sleeping. How long is the flashback? I don't know if I want to answer that. We answered that on Patreon.
Well, how could we answer it?
Just by the amount of pages is probably the best way we could answer it. Here, we're going to throw a tidbit out there for you because I don't think it's a spoiler. It really isn't because we're not saying what happens during the flashback. We're not providing any context.
No. At least for the right price, yeah.
We're going to treat you guys to this one. Patreon got it a couple weeks ago, or I guess a week ago now, not a couple of weeks ago. All I'll say is this. The official Halloween script is Halloween Kills script is 90 plus pages. Not going to tell you exactly how many. And I can tell you that the flashback, keep this in mind, if the whole movie, which clocks in at just over an hour and 45 minutes, is 90 plus pages, the flashback sequence in Halloween Kills, and I want to, I want to say this first. We had a report out there, and we were even a much smaller channel than we are now. We're still a pretty small channel. But we ran a report saying that the Halloween Kills flashback was fairly long, and we just got thrown under the bus by a bunch of other channels. At the time, I couldn't sit there and say, well, you can think what you want, but I'm well aware how long this flashback is.
Yeah.
We got thrown under the bus by everybody left and right. We've proved since that we're not full of shit and are accurate about the content that we cover. Jade, you okay over there? You good? You good? You look. Okay, so this isn't a spoiler. There's no context. We're not telling you what happens in the flashback. But if the Halloween Kills script is 90 plus pages, and it's closer to 90 than it's closer to 100, and the movie is just over an hour and 45 minutes long, the flashback takes up parts of 18 pages. Think about that. The whole script is only 90 plus pages, and the flashback is almost 20 pages long.
Yes, and I'm not going to spoil with anything. It's not just one.
No, yeah, there's two.
Yeah, there's more than one flashback. Definitely more than one. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah,
If you're a fan of Halloween 1, the flashback is going to have you.
Oh, absolutely. The one thing I noticed while reading the script is there is literally something for everybody in it. Whether
Yes.
you're a fan of the original, whether you're a fan of even Halloween 2, some of the other Halloween movies, if you're a fan of Halloween 2018, if you're not a fan of Halloween 2018, but more of a fan of the original, like, you get everything in this movie. I get it. We all wanted to see this movie in October. There's not a person in this room or even Tommy B that wanted to wait till next year to see the movie. But I'm telling you, it's going to be worth the wait. It's going to be phenomenal. Anybody who sits there and tells you the flashback's only 2 or 3 minutes and is a brief part of this movie,
They're wrong.
they're wrong. And I've said this before. This movie does not work without that flashback sequence.
No, it doesn't. No, totally agree with that. You can just always go over and over and over in your head. How are they going to do this movie? How are they going to do this movie? How's it going to start? How's it going to play out? When I opened up that script and read it, I would have never have guessed that that's the direction they were going to go. And I remember the first thing I said to Shawn when I read the first few pages was just, wow. And he said, is that a good wow or a bad wow? And I said, that's a fucking good wow.
Jade, are you tempted?
No, and I'm still pissed that you ruined it for me earlier.
I did. Oh my god! I did not. She's full of crap, and Ray can vouch for that.
Yeah, we ruined nothing.
Tommy B, dude, would you say that we're overhyping it, or would you say that it's about on par with what we're saying?
I'd say it's about on par. It's about what we're expecting. I'm not the type of person who typically likes to overhype anything, but I'd say I come in about there as well.
Mike the Mask Maker says, hey, bro, would you be able to watch the Hellfire trailer I put out right now? Is it already on YouTube, dude?
While we're waiting for that, I forgot Tommy was here for a minute.
That's okay. I forgot you were here a couple minutes ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will be the host of your show from now on because I don't think Shawn will be alive tomorrow.
Who is this?
I don't know. He came back after the intermission, so.
805 Zeno. I'm assuming that is Zeno Beats. Sent a message via Instagram saying he loved the stream, appreciated everybody's thoughts and insight on tonight's show. We love the support, man. We love it. I know, Ray, I don't know if you were skeptical about coming on, but I think you've enjoyed yourself tonight, and we'll definitely have you on again for sure.
I can't wait to come back for Halloween 4.
It's going to be a blast.
Everybody else wants me back too.
Absolutely. Hashtag more Ray and more High Jade. And more Creamy Tom. Frank Riker in with a super chat. I think Jimmy slipped a roofie in Lori's Coke to fondle her, but thought she overdosed. Wow, Frank, that is out there, my man.
What would a Halloween movie be like if this guy wrote one?
I mean, it would kind of make sense.
It would be
though.
amazing. It would make sense. Yeah, well, she is pretty fucked up. Like,
And
she's
why he was freaking out so much when she was unresponsive.
yeah.
I killed her.
Right. Oh, that Jimmy's a bad boy.
Ooh.
Here, Mike, this is what we're going to do, man. If it's on your Insta page, let's get that thing up on YouTube. Let's not do it during this stream. I know we have a partnership together, man, and we appreciate what you're doing. Let's give it its own video, man. If we're going to do a review of your trailer, it deserves its own video, its own attention, where it can be in the title and attract more people to it. I think that's the best way to do it rather than slipping it in at the end of a live stream. So we'll do a review
Slip it in.
of your... Oh, my. You are a sick fucking woman. I want a divorce. I'm kidding.
We don't joke about that.
Tommy's just sitting there like, what the hell is going on?
He's planning his next pimp move.
Admit it, Tommy B dressed up as the Godfather from WWE. Let's get on the hoe train. Hey man, it's Intel. Intel wants to see you pimping it, dude. So, let's go over some of the other questions we had here before we get off for the night. Oh my, really, Jade? I can't say. Her mind is in the gutter. This is an appropriate time to remind everybody this is not children programming, and you should probably be of proper age, especially when you have Jade on the channel. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be having my own show, guys.
Is that a thing? Is that actually going to happen? Are you and Shawnee any closer to that? Yeah. So there's a chance Jade and her sister might be doing a show on the channel that I believe is tentatively titled...
No, that's a horrible title. We're not going with that.
You're not going with horror bore?
No, that sounds stupid.
Yeah, I think it's great. Horror bore. By the way, I'm saying horror, not whore. Just so we're clear. Let's clear that up right now. Alrighty. Where are we here? Pete's movie review says IMAX is going to be awesome for the film. Look, I can't wait to see the film at TIFF. That won't be in IMAX. So when we go to TIFF next year, as long as it debuts there, that'll be great. But experiencing this film in a proper IMAX theater, I don't care if we have to drive out to Toronto or Vaughan or wherever there's like a real big screen, it's going to be amazing. Reading the script, it has the scale, the biggest scale of any Halloween film, in my opinion.
Imagine, the score of 2018. Imagine that on an IMAX.
Oh, my God. Epic. Greg. Oh, God. Greg Shepard's in with, he says, Sheriff Barker was my favorite character in 2018. Is he returning? Anybody with a cowboy hat in a Halloween film, I feel will get shanked or choke on a donut.
Can we spoil that or like?
Yeah, no, I think he's already listed in the returning cast. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah, Sheriff Barker's in Halloween 2018. I think so, yeah. There's no way I can get up because of what's going, babe. Oh my God.
I don't even know where it is. I'm not getting up there.
Where are we here? Alberto says the hardest part will be nailing the flashback mask. Well, I can speak a little bit on that, dude, and I can say at the end of the day, it's not so much the mask, it's the facial structure of the person wearing it, and... There's a reason James Jude Courtney is not under the mask for the flashback. Just saying. Just saying, people. They literally brought in someone else for the flashback for a reason. That way they look like Nick Castle. People are going to be impressed. I really do think so. Where are we here? Anyone going to see Tenet? Yeah, we might see Tenet, dude. Zach says, will Halloween Ends follow suit and take place on the same night as 2018 and Kills? Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that, is there's so much time now till Halloween Ends is actually going to begin filming because of the vid and the My Sharona and all that stuff, that I believe the initial plan was to do that. But whether they follow suit with that remains to be seen. I know... a bunch of other channels, even us, reported that all three movies were going to be done on the same night, but we're not sure if that has changed since then. So we'll have to see. Horror Guy 78 says Jade is fun. What the hell is that supposed to mean? No, I'm kidding.
You're not.
How would he know?
Ooh.
I've also been running that back and forth in my own head. Would Ends be on the same night? Like,
you understand, right? Without spoiling anything about Kills, it's like
all three are going to be on the same night, like Halloween, it can't still be Halloween.
No, basically.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of screen time.
Yeah, like
I almost feel like if they're all on the same night, Halloween Ends is going to end around the same time that Halloween 2 did. It would have to. Yeah, it'd have to, right? Like you'd have to be in that area.
Unless they film it in like real time, where.
I mean, one could argue, and I don't think this is a spoiler, that Kills basically feels like it's in real time. Minus the flashback sequence, of course.
Yeah, they might be.
Or maybe not spot on, but close to it. Jade, are you high? Are you okay? Huh? What? Huh? Darren is in here saying, really enjoying the channel, Shawn. Loving the guests, the subjects, and the issues you brave to discuss. Keep up the momentum. Great things will happen. Appreciate it, Darren. Thanks for coming over here. I know you're fairly new to the channel. I've seen you over on Dave's channel a bunch. That's the goal, guys. Grow the channel, grow the content, and build a community. Mike says, whatever you think is better, bro. It's only 1 minute and 21 seconds. Mike, I'm telling you, it deserves it if you want more attention on your trailer for your fan film, dude. And the little snippet of a shot you sent me before is mind-blowingly good, which doesn't surprise me when you look at the quality of the masks you pump out. I wouldn't expect anything less from you.
This is the mask guy?
Mike, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the guy that wants the other one.
This is the cousin.
Yeah.
We'll give it its own video, and we will talk the Batman. Hell, I might even talk the Batman tonight. I might come back on here and probably not live. It's really late, but do a recorded video on there. I need to watch it on a big screen, not a cell phone. Jess says he's out for the night. Jess, appreciate the support as always.
Glad you had a good time.
Where are we here? I've lost my spot. Poppy, great show. Evan says, Shawn, if Halloween Kills does good at the box office, which it will, do you think Halloween Ends will be shot in IMAX since Halloween Kills is getting an IMAX conversion? Well, it's getting an IMAX visual conversion. The actual mixing is going to be done in proper IMAX. And to me, if you're doing IMAX for Kills, you can't then be like...
You can't take it away.
Yeah, you can't be like, okay, so we did IMAX for Kills as a tip of the hat for having to wait an extra year, and now for Ends, we're just going back to basic stuff. You can't do that. It's the same thing that Jimmy Champagne brings up on his channel, and when we had him here on the channel, it's like, if you release Halloween 2018 in theaters, and even Jade and Tommy, maybe I can get your thoughts on this. If you release Halloween 2018 was released in theaters, if then you would have released Halloween Kills on video on demand only, which would have been suicide.
Yeah.
You can't then be like, okay, well, we went to video on demand, and now we're going back to a theatrical release for Halloween Ends. It doesn't work.
Yeah, you could.
You think you could? I don't.
I think you could.
Do you have a
My
reason behind
mind
that?
goes to the half-assed / unfinished project of putting the Skywalker saga into 3D.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of half-assed stuff when it comes to Star Wars lately, so.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Frank's taking care of some loser in the chat. Sorry, Frank. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I appreciate you being on top of it. Jade, why do you think you can? What's your theory behind that? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
What?
Oh my God! All right, let's move on.
No, what was the question?
You said you could go back to doing that.
Oh yeah, no, you could totally go back.
Why? Like, how does that make
Why
any
not?
sense? Because you can't take a step backwards and then take a step forward in the theatrical business.
Sure, you fucking can.
Why?
Why not?
You sound like the other guy that was sitting in that chair not too long ago.
You? You're sleeping on the couch.
I'm getting myself in hot water on air. Oh well. Evan the movie guy says, yeah, early morning, but November 1st is still Halloween night. Quotations. Toronto Freddy says, Jade Beggs is my favorite new person on Fandom Empire. Where are we here? How much is Kills in the hospital in comparison to Halloween 2? I don't know if I want to answer that question. I think that gives away too much. But if you think it's just Halloween Kills is not a retelling or copy of Halloween 2, I'll say that.
No. If you're expecting a really, really long hospital movie, prepare to be disappointed.
Where are we here? Frank says, bye, Pete. Take it easy, Pete. Toronto Freddy says, oh no, Snore Wars. Wow. It is what it is. All right. I've been waiting to ask you this question on air since we went out to dinner earlier. And I'm going to pose this question to the entire audience. So listen up, audience. Listen up, Jade. Listen up, Tommy B. I don't know if you've seen all these movies. So if the audience is listening, comment your answer to the following question.
I feel like we're on a game show.
Look, when you take Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, the Friday the 13th remake, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, which of the four major remakes is the best? They're highly critical movies that are not very well received, If you have to choose one, which of those 4 movies are the best? Comment in the comment section below, audience. We want to know, again, Halloween 1, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, or Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Who did it best? Comment now. Ray, what's your answer? And why?
I thought about it, and shockingly, if I had to pick one that I could only watch one of them, it would be Halloween.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Yeah, if I could.
Whoa.
It would be Halloween, and I'll tell you why. Because as awful as it was, there were still some elements there to the original. The fact that it was shot in Pasadena, California, where the original was shot, like at least he had the decency to shoot it there. Like he didn't. No, he changed way too much, but he kept, Lori, he kept Annie, he kept Linda.
He kept the white fucking horse.
That wasn't until 2. Take everything else out of it. I thought Tyler Mane was great. I thought Dag Faerch was great. I did not like the Friday the 13th remake at all. I thought it was too trashy. Nightmare on Elm Street didn't do anything for me. And
but wait, do you not think Rob Zombie's Halloween's trashy?
I do, but there were still some things about it that I did like. Like if I could only watch the one, it would be that, because it is at least Michael Myers.
Right. I didn't like how oversized Michael was.
Nah,
but
I didn't like that either.
I liked Tyler Mane's performance.
Yeah, I thought for what they had to work with, I thought they did. And of course, Danielle Harris is in it. And,
I knew you were going there. And I seen Jade's eye roll there, caught on camera. I also just noticed Tommy can't see her screen because he froze earlier.
If I wasn't married, she'd be my wife.
By the way, chat, if you have any last super chats or normal questions to get in, now's the time, because after we go around the round table with this and read some of your guys' answers, we're going to be getting off here. So any last questions or super chats, now's the time. Oh, Jade, it doesn't stop for you. Jade, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, no questions.
Is there a reason why?
Because Wayne Gotke said so.
Did Wayne Gotke say so? Yes, he did.
It was good. That was good too. It's just...
I got it. I'm with Jade on this one. I think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the best of those 4 remakes, and I don't even think it's remotely close. Again, I get criticized because I actually like that movie better than the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and there's so many horror purists on here that just they want to eat like just beat me for it.
They want to cannibalize you like
basically
Leatherface would. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. I really liked what they did with that remake. Not so much I think it was a prequel that followed that up.
Yeah. The beginning, Texas Chainsaw, the beginning.
But no, I dug Texas Chainsaw Massacre a lot. I seen it opening night, and similar to your story, Jade, about when you seen My Bloody Valentine on a horrible date, I seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre on just an awful date. It was terrible. It was needless to say, it was the last date too.
I'm just too partial to Halloween. I
understand. Tommy B, I don't know what of those you've seen. Can you give an answer?
I don't think I've seen the entirety of any of them other than the Halloween film. So my opinion wouldn't really be much. I've heard good things about the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, though, but maybe that's just bad sourcing.
I can tell you that we have all 3 of those movies on our watch list for watch-alongs, but they're way out there. Like, I think we might get the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in December. With Black Christmas, I think those 2 are scheduled. Still haven't seen Black Christmas yet.
Oh, I see you're missing.
I heard the Blumhouse one was just fucking dog shit. We'll be watching the original Black Christmas, by the way. So maybe we'll get to some of those eventually, Tommy. But those are a while off. We can only watch so many movies. There's only so many of us and so much content that we can do here. Let's get to some of the answers in the chat. What did everybody have to say here? Evan, the movie guy, says Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So does Forever the Hill. Alberto says Texas Chainsaw Massacre, hands down. Spooky Clemente, a.k.a. Mike the Mask Maker, says Halloween. He's with Ray on that one. Toronto Freddy says Friday the 13th. I actually don't mind the Friday the 13th remake, although I'm biased. Jared Padalecki from Supernatural's in it, so that's probably one reason I like it. Art Wishwood says Friday the 13th as well. Frank Riker, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Sean C., Halloween. Greg Shepard, Friday the 13th. Zach says Halloween. Darren says Texas Chainsaw Massacre by a mile. We're with you, Darren. Toronto Freddy says Elm Street and Halloween suck ass. Wayne Gotke, how's it going, Wayne? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Jade mentioned that earlier, though. Horror Guy 78 says Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well. It looks like that is basically it. Do we have any other questions? Zach says, is the 1 hour, 45-minute runtime for Halloween Kills officially confirmed? No, man. They got a year to work on the movie. Anything that might have been on the cutting room floor could be inserted back into the movie in that time. I love how it annoys me because I got into an argument with a guy, and he's like, the movie's cut, finished, done, wrapped, the whole Ed Wood thing. And he's like, they're not going to change anything over the next year. Why will? It's like, they're going to look over this movie time and time again over the next year and try to...
They could.
It doesn't mean massive cuts are going to happen. So, no, nothing's official. But the cut that debuted in the test screening is just over an hour and 45 minutes. That I can tell you. Alberto says he thinks the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake was better than the original. Toronto Freddy doesn't like any Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. And Flinner says he liked the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake.
Have you already answered Flinner Dinner's question from earlier?
Yes, we did. Ray wrapped it up in two questions in one. Yes. So, with that said, you can hear the music.
You didn't even ask where you could find us.
We're gonna. We're getting there. Jeez.
Maybe I don't want to be found. Unless you're coming with cash.
Oh, wow. Wow.
What is this last call?
This is it. This is the end of the show. Thanks for everybody who tuned into this evening to watch Halloween 2 from 1981 with all of us. We'll be back with lots of content. Actually, I don't know if we're going to have lots of content during the next week. I think the next week's more of a setup week for our massive week the week after. Lots of things happening at Fandom Empire. Appreciate the support, whether you super chatted, whether you're just hanging out with us tonight. We love doing what we're doing. We're building a community here. We appreciate each and every one of you. You can check us out on Instagram at FandomEmpireNow, at CampHaddonfieldPodcast, and ignore the last one because it's actually at StarWarsIRB now. And on Twitter, it is at FandomEmpireNow, at SWRenegades, and at StarWarsIRB. Jade, thank you for joining us tonight. It seems like people...
Did she join us?
People are taking a liking to you on the program. Thanks for doing this. Where can everybody find you at if you want to be found?
Here, eventually. I basically don't leave the house ever because we have a 7-month-old. But
He's a cutie.
He's a cutie. I'm not biased at all. If you want to check me out on Instagram, my Instagram is _hey_Jade. I have 99.9% pictures of my kid and my dogs and my cats. That's it. And sometimes Shawn. I think my Twitter is the same, but I haven't used it in forever.
You see what I put up with here? Like, oh, man. I'm heartbroken.
And my wonderful boyfriend across the street is, across the computer.
You have a boyfriend across the street? Is this breaking news?
Good night, everybody.
Competition.
Confirmed. Fandom Empire Live. Jade's cheating on Shawn with boyfriend across the street.
I think it's an old and fat dude across the street.
Not that there's any problem with that. I mean, I'm an old fat dude too, so that is hilarious. I
already have a new Instagram follower.
I just watched Tommy B's wife duck down and
Yeah,
run
not
by.
a very good job at it either.
No, that was horrible.
I'm not wearing my eyeglasses, so I really can't see.
She just had to like run across. That was hilarious. Then she popped up before she was completely out of the shot. With that said, Tommy B, where can everybody find you at, dude?
In about 5 or 10 minutes, you can find me in bed because I'm tired as fuck. On social media, you can catch me floating around Facebook groups, pages, Fandom Empire. Then, yes, that's the group name. Yes. Twitter and Instagram at TommyB1650.
Ray, this was the first time we had you on the channel. Been talking about it long before the YouTube channel really ever went anywhere.
No.
But we're here now, and it's becoming something. It was a lot of fun having you on tonight, and I'm gonna take a good guess. You don't want anybody to find you anywhere.
You're not going to find me anywhere because I'm pretty much anti-social media, but that's for personal reasons. But I had a lot of fun, man. I do want to come back and I'm sure everybody wants me back.
So there you have
It was
it.
great. Thank you for having me. It was fun.
Ray, the writer, director, producer of Halloween Revelation and Halloween Tribulation.
I told him not to mention that.
And also my cousin as well. So you've heard him mentioned here several times on the channel. Turns out he's not a fake individual or fake news. He is here in the flesh. We weren't catfishing anybody.
He's a vampire. He's not actually
Forever,
there.
people are like, you keep saying we, like, and like it's like I think people legitimately thought that we're getting some feedback from somewhere. I think people legitimately thought that I was lying, that there was more people involved with Fandom Empire. Then Tommy started to come on, and Jade and Johnny and some others. Now we have you here, who I've referenced several times, obviously.
Well, thank you. I'm very appreciative of it.
So it turns out
actually just filmed this all at several times, and he's wearing different bodysuits. Buffalo Bill style.
Yeah, Mike, Ray wants the 2018 mask. That is correct. That is the right guy. Yep.
Yeah, that's me.
Again, Frank Riker says, Ray's great. He's all-knowing.
I try. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Jade, move your phone away from there. I think it might be causing some feedback. Yep, it was the phone. All right. Anyways, Ray's out. Jade's out. Shawn's out. We'll see you next week. The boogeyman is in fact coming.
Hopefully very soon.
Ciao.